For the last month, I have been wearing every single piece of trash that I create. Why? The average US American creates nearly 5 pounds of trash per day. I wanted to see what that would look like. Every single piece of trash that I create goes into the suit and I wear it everywhere that I go. And recycling, that goes in too because most recyclables aren't actually recycled. Let's see what kind of trouble I get into. This was specially designed by a woman named Nancy Judd. She specializes in trashin', which is trash fashion. So this suit was designed to be able to hold up to 135 pounds of trash because that's what the average US American creates in a month. This suit is designed to be expandable to grow as the trash grows. So I'm gonna go ahead and weigh in. I was 153.7 pounds. And now with the suit, it's 164.2. So this suit weighs 10.5 pounds. All right, so it's time to add the first trash. This is all of the trash that was created in making the suit. I just weighed it and it's about 3 pounds. And lastly, the scale that I had to use to weigh myself. This is a little scary because I've just gotten started and I've already got 5 pounds of garbage on me and I'm not sure what's gonna happen. So I'm less than 24 hours in and I have to say I'm actually blown away by the amount of trash that I've created, and I'm not even trying to create trash. I'm just walking through society, following along what other people are doing. I'm here in Hollywood, California because I want to inspire and influence the rich and the famous to rethink their waste. Am I allowed to come in and buy something?
Nothing's leaking, right?
No. Have any questions?
Pretty interesting costume.
I'm living like the average American for a month, but I'm wearing every piece of trash that I create.
Great. No more landfill.
That'd be great. Hey there.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Good. I'll have a Frappuccino.
And me?
Trash man.
What do you do with toilet paper?
So toilet paper goes down the toilet as usual.
What do you do with recycling?
The recycling also goes into the trash suit because most of our recycling isn't actually recycled.
Can I take a photo of you?
Nice. Good statement.
Are you recycle man? Trash man. I guessed it right.
Normally, you would never find me at a McDonald's or creating all of this trash or living this consumeristic life. I eat mostly unpackaged, unprocessed foods. I grow some of my own food. I forage food from the land. In fact, I even did a year where I grew and foraged everything that I ate. But right now, you find me at McDonald's because it's the most popular restaurant, I think, in the entire world. So it really represents consumerism. I really believe that this visual will catch people and really wake them up. I was dreading the burger, but it's not as bad as I was expecting, actually. My goal is not to be a smelly example, but a visual example of our waste. So I wash everything before I add it to the suit. And for food waste, I weigh that and then I replace it with bags of dry rice. It's the end of day 6 and I am overwhelmed with the trash that I've created. I took it all out of the suit in order to clean it, and I'm just boggled. This is 6 days worth of living like the average person, and I've already created about 20 pounds of trash, which is actually substantially less than the average person would have made in this time. Can't believe that I have another 24 days. All right, so I'm out in Hollywood and I'm gonna see if I can get into a club. Am I allowed in? How come?
My boss already said no.
I'm gonna try to get into Chateau Marmont, which is one of Hollywood's most iconic celebrity hotspots. I was checking to see if the hotel bar is still open. It's closed? Okay, cool. All right, it's too exclusive. They didn't even give me the time of day or have any understanding of what I am doing, so no luck there. I'm about to try to get into the Viper Room, which I've been told is like one of the fanciest, most exclusive clubs. So I walked up and the bouncer absolutely loved what I was doing. In fact, she wanted to take a picture of me at her door. So I thought, I'm definitely getting in. A little blown away after all that rejected. And I'm gonna give it one last try before calling it a night. Hey, how's it going? So I'm living like the average consumer for a month and I'm wearing all the trash I create. So I was wondering if I can come in. Okay, sweet, thanks. All right, there's one place that accepted the trash ban. That was a success. Had some conversations inside the bar and even did a little dancing. You know, for most people, trash is out of sight, out of mind. They never have to think about it. It's just kind of ironic that I'm just a walking billboard of what they're doing. And then simply by taking responsibility for my trash and holding on to it, they don't allow me to come inside. Just kidding, I don't actually sleep in my trash. It's day 13 and I am very tired and very much struggling. I feel super disconnected from nature and I am craving some healthy food. I have not been eating nearly as much vegetables as I'm used to. The suit is getting heavy. I'm up to 34 pounds. There's definitely an element of like, how am I gonna get through this? I am signing up for an exclusive dating app for influencers. I read online that only about 8% of people get accepted. All right, name, Trash Man. Actually, I might need to put my real name to get accepted. Enter your Instagram. What do I do for work? Inspire positive change. Oh, too many characters. All right, I'll put activist. Okay, we will notify you regarding your application via push notification. We'll see if I'm exclusive enough, and we'll see if anyone wants to date the trash man. So I didn't have any luck with the online dating apps. On Raya, no responses, no messages, but I do have a date lined up. It's a friend who set it up for me. Her name's Jess and we're meeting for ice cream. I'm actually a little nervous right now. We'll see how this goes. Hello! Yeah, do you want to share a hug?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. So have you ever been on a date with a trash man?
Well, I mean, yes.
Okay, well I'm trashy on the outside, but I'm not trashy on the inside.
Oh, I mean, we'll find out, right?
I will say that I have felt a little trapped over the last days. You know, imagine this is the trash suit for one person, and
I know, oh God.
imagine the trash suit for the entire human race.
People aren't thinking about this.
It is unconscious. So what's your zero waste catering?
It mostly is on sets, because like
Oh,
that's
okay.
like my background.
How do you approach relationships?
We're just gung-ho. What are you looking for?
So relationships are tricky because I do a lot of extreme activism and I travel a lot. Because my way of life is relatively extreme, I haven't been in a relationship for 4 years. I've designed my life to be relatively unattached. There's not many things that I commit to long term. Want to help me up?
Oh, wait! What do we do? Oh God! I got you.
There you go. All right, well, it's been a great date.
Yeah!
The date was good. We had some nice deep conversation. We talked about the trash suit, but we talked about a lot of other things as well. And I would definitely go on a second date with Jess.
I would go on a second date. Much more to explore.
Los Angeles is a place where people come to make it. There are so many people out here just trying to get in front of the cameras, promoting themselves. That's ultimately what I'm doing out here as well, trying to figure out ways to break in, to get on the media, to connect with celebrities that have influence. And I have to say, it really doesn't feel good. I'm trying to promote an actual message. For me, it's a balance between spreading this message and making sure to not get too caught up in the rat race of it all. The scale reads 218.4 pounds, and that means I am wearing 54 pounds of trash. Less than I was expecting, but it is still overwhelming. So we're about to show up at Craig's, which is one of the fanciest restaurants in Hollywood. And I'm here because the paparazzi is waiting outside for celebrities. So I'm gonna roll up and see if I can't get the attention of the paparazzi. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. So amazingly, that was a huge success. I have to say that Hollywood has totally embraced the trash man and that I've become a fun but awakening part of the culture out here. This morning I woke up and my neck and my upper back is in a pretty bad place. I don't really know how I could do this for another like 9 days. I would say maybe some people would call it injured. I think the reason why is because I decided to ride this bull last night at a bar, and that was just a bad idea. Normally, I live a near zero waste life, and most of what you see here is single-use items in plastics, and these can be avoided by carrying our own reusables. We can also shop unpackaged for our food. We can buy items secondhand rather than new, and one of the biggest ones is composting. My trip to Los Angeles has been a success. I've come out here and I've put trash in people's face and gotten people to really think about the truth behind our trash and how we can live differently on this earth. The campaign was covered by hundreds of media outlets all over the world.
I'm Jada Montereno here with Rob Greenfield.
Can I give you a trash hug?
Wow.
All right, it's time for the final weigh-in. I just weighed myself and I'm at 155 pounds, which is about the same as I started with. I am up to 238 pounds with the trash suit on. So that means that the total weight of the trash is 72 pounds. That is about 2.5 pounds of trash per day. And the average person creates closer to 5 pounds of trash per day. So what you see here is actually half as much trash as the average person creates by weight, which is absolutely astounding because just look at this. The idea is to look at this and say, is that what my trash suit would look like? What do you think?